Imagine a country the size of a small European region, yet within it lie gorges as deep as canyons, monasteries older than many European nations, and a bridge that sways over an abyss as if defying gravity. This is Armenia, small on the map, yet incredibly vast in its wonders. Today we'll visit places that make you forget the country's size and believe in the grandeur of its history. Let's go! The Armenian Atlantis. Lake Sevan. One of the most unusual features of Lake Sevan is that the ruins of ancient settlements and fortresses lie hidden beneath its crystal-clear waters. Studies of sediment data showed that 5,000 years ago, the lake was considerably shallower, and many of the settlements and fortifications that once stood on its shores eventually found themselves submerged. Lake Sevan ranks among the top 5 most popular holiday destinations in the CIS. People visit the lake, which has become one of the main symbols of Armenia and the entire Caucasus, not just in summer. Travelers flock to admire the endless expanse of water, with its astonishingly blue color in every season. Sevan is the largest lake in the entire Caucasus. According to various estimates, it covers between 5 and 10% of Armenia's territory. Sevan covers an area of more than 1,200 square kilometers, and its maximum depth is around 80 meters. The lake consists of 2 unequal parts, Greater and Lesser Sevan. However, the paradox of the lake is that the smaller part contains more water, as it is considerably deeper. Scientists are still debating the origin of the name Sevan. Most researchers believe that the body of water was named by the inhabitants of the ancient kingdom of Urartu, which was situated in an area that included what is now Armenia. The key to solving the mystery was a stone found on the shore. The inscription on it, dating from the 9th century, included the word Sunia, which means lake in the Urartian language. The water in Lake Sevan is wonderfully refreshing, even in the summer heat. This is hardly surprising, as it is the world's 2nd highest mountain lake, the first being Lake Titicaca in the South American Andes, on the border between Peru and Bolivia. The lake is fed by 3 dozen rivers, but only one flows out of it, the Razdan, on the banks of which Yerevan stands. The water in Lake Sevan delights visitors. From a distance, it appears blue. This is particularly striking in winter, when the surrounding mountains are covered in white snow. Lake Sevan is Armenia's most important natural attraction. The lake creates its own microclimate, which is being studied by international researchers. Bird Market. Lake Sevan is at the heart of Sevan National Park, established in 1978 to protect the ecosystem, flora, fauna, and historical and architectural monuments of the area. Here, amidst the clear, high mountain waters and wetlands, thousands of migratory birds stop off during their spring and autumn migrations. Over 260 species of birds have been recorded within the national park, making Sevan a unique place for wildlife watching. 7 roads in Armenia that are well worth driving along at least once in your life. When traveling, all attention is usually focused on the destination. But in Armenia, there are roads whose beauty is every bit as stunning as the final destination itself. Mountain passes, winding forest roads, routes along gorges, and high-altitude treks. Each has its own character and unique scenery. Here are Armenia's most impressive roads. 1. Yerevan, the Dilijan, one of the country's most picturesque routes. The road gradually climbs from the Ararat Valley up into dense forests, and the area around Dilijan is often compared to the alpine landscapes of Europe. 2. Dilijan da Ijevan, the combination of dense forests, mountain, rivers, and panoramic views makes this stretch one of the most beautiful in the Tavush region. 3. Yerevan Savan. The first glimpse of Lake Savan is one of the most memorable moments of the trip. This route is particularly beautiful at sunset. 4. Selim Pass, a historic route famous for its medieval caravanserai. In summer, the area offers views of alpine meadows and endless mountain vistas. 5. Yegignadzor Noravank, a short but incredibly impressive route that passes through a gorge with majestic red cliffs. 6. Yerevan the Emberd. The road gradually climbs up the slopes of Mount Aragats, and with every kilometer, new panoramic views unfold. 7. Goris Tativ, one of the most beautiful routes in Suyunik. Deep gorges, towering cliffs, and a winding road allow you to experience the full power of the region's natural landscape. The Gegem Mountains and Mount Azdak. The Gegem Mountains are one of the most beautiful mountain ranges in Armenia. The mountains are of volcanic origin. The highest peak in the range is Mount Azdak, which stands at 3,597 meters. There is a small lake within the volcano's crater. A hike through the Gegem Mountains is one of the most beautiful of all the walking routes in Armenia. Mount Aragats. Climbing Mount Aragats. Mount Aragats is the highest point in modern-day Armenia. It stands at 4,090 meters. Aragats has 4 peaks, between which lies a volcanic crater 350 meters deep. The highest is the northern peak, 4,090 meters. On a clear day, Aragats offers a marvelous view of Mount Ararat, the Gegem Mountains, Mount Arai, and much more. The ascent begins at an altitude of 3,300 meters. Mount Hustup. The main symbol of the Suyunik region, Mount Hustup, is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful and iconic mountains in Armenia. It is a place where unique, natural beauty meets the great history of the liberation struggles. The ascent of Mount Hustup is one of the most beautiful hiking routes in Armenia, and the summit offers breathtaking views. The mountain is situated near the town of Kapan. It rises to a height of 10,000 meters. This is Armenia, a country where distances are measured not in kilometers, but in centuries, where every monastery, every mountain, every gorge, and every corner of Armenia tells its own story. If this video has transported you there, even for just a few minutes, give it a like, subscribe to The Mysterious World, and let us know in the comments where you'd like to go next. Here's to new discoveries